Greetings to all members of the PrimeLand. Customizing a PrimeNG component, especially a specific PrimeNG component, can be a bit tricky because Angular uses something called ViewEncapsulation. So suppose that you would like to customize a certain panel component. In this tutorial, we will be converting this panel to a blue panel. So as I mentioned, Angular uses ViewEncapsulation. So what is ViewEncapsulation? Let's see what it is. So it has three modes. The default one is emulated using HTML attributes. And the proper way actually of doing it is shadow DOM. So that the idea is that when you write some style, it doesn't affect the other components. So it only applies your specific Angular component. This actually causes some issues. For example, the default one is, as I mentioned, emulated. So it adds some random HTML attributes. So when you try to overwrite a certain, or when you try to style a certain PrimeNG component, they do not get applied. So let's try this. I will first create a class called blue panel. Come on. Okay, and this blue panel, these styles are available at the PrimeNG website. I don't have it in my mind, so I'm just calling blue panel, p panel header. Background. Okay, so it is here if you inspect the DOM. So I'm just saying the blue panel and the panel. The P panel is from the PrimeNG component, so I can also write it like this as well. But it doesn't get applied. The quick way of resolving this is setting encapsulation to none, but this takes your CSS out of the scope of your component, so I don't really suggest it. Let's try to do it the proper way. So in the Angular documentation, it says component styling best practices. The host is your main component. So here, for example, it says the following examples targets all header 3 elements from the host element down through the component. So we may use this one and write something like these CSS variables are derived from the PrimeNG themes. Okay, now let's skip the board. The header should be enough. Okay, now if I remove this part and only try it, you may maybe you have experienced this before, and maybe it may be a bit frustrating because you're trying to add in style and it doesn't get applied. Again, it's not working, but if I wrap this inside the host, it will just work. Again, this is for customizing a specific PrimeNG component. If you like to customize all the panels, then the PrimeNG theme designer with the SAS variables and CSS variables will do the job for you, so that all the panels in your application will get the same style, and you don't need to worry about these creating the styles for per component. As I mentioned, this technique is only useful if you like to customize a specific component. So hopefully it was helpful. I'll be creating 2 more tutorials about it, the one with PrimeReact and the other with PrimeView. PrimeReact example will use CSS modules, and PrimeView example will use something similar as well. Okay, see you on the next video. Thank you.